Long ago, in the land of Asenema, kings were chosen by bloodlines and glittering crowns. At least, that's what the people believed. But the river, ancient and wise, held a different truth. When the old king passed away without an heir, the kingdom plunged into chaos. The elders argued day and night. Ambitious warriors raised their spears, their eyes gleaming with the desire for power. The royal family itself was torn apart by quarrels, each member claiming the throne was rightfully theirs, either by their strength or by their name. Through all this turmoil, the river 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐄 flowed on, its waters calm, deep, and knowing. It had seen countless kings rise and fall. Finally, tired of the endless bickering, the chief priest stood before the crowd. His voice, though old, carried the weight of generations. "Let the river choose our king," he declared. "Power that ignores wisdom will only lead to our destruction." The people quieted, and 3 men stepped forward to accept the challenge. The first was Bram, the strongest warrior in all of Asenema. He stood tall, promising conquest and glory. "I will expand our lands," he roared. The second was 𝐂𝐀𝐄, the richest noble, his robes heavy with embroidery. He promised unimaginable wealth. "Gold will flow through our streets," he boasted. The third was a man named 𝐓𝐿, a quiet ferryman who had spent his life on the river. He promised nothing but his service. At the first light of dawn, the 3 men stood at the river's edge. The task was simple: cross the river 𝐓𝐶𝐶 alone. The river, the priest explained, would reveal its will. Bram went first, his muscles flexing with confidence. He charged into the water, but the calm river suddenly surged. A powerful current rose up like a great hand and tossed him back onto the shore, humbled and wet. Next, 𝐂𝐀𝐄 entered, carrying bags heavy with gold coins as an offering. He thought he could buy the river's favor, but the river was not impressed. It swallowed his riches in a single gulp and sent him back to the bank, trembling with fear and loss. Finally, it was 𝐓𝐿's turn. He approached the water not with arrogance, but with reverence. He took off his sandals and bowed low. He spoke to the river, his voice soft but clear. "I do not seek to rule," he said. "I only seek to serve my people." As he stepped in, the river grew perfectly still, as smooth as glass. It carried him gently across its surface, as if he were a leaf floating on a breeze. When 𝐓𝐿 stepped onto the far bank, a magnificent white fish leaped from the water and landed at his feet. This was the ancient sign, the unmistakable mark of kingship. A hush fell over the crowd on the other side. They had their answer. 𝐓𝐿 was crowned king that very day. He ruled not with a sword or a purse, but with humility,